Hi guys, it's me, Trudy Lee. How's everybody doing? See, I changed my cover on my bed because it's hot. I had to order something really thin and nice. The one that I've had for the last couple of years, I decided I wanted something different, so it got a little bit of a blue and white. So it's nice, very lightweight, and I need that right now because it's 87 degrees right now, and it's supposed to get up to 91 degrees. It's crazy. We've just had all kinds of up and down weather, and I know other people are experiencing a lot worse than we are. I just want to say God bless them. All the people that were in the path of the tornadoes this past weekend, I pray that God blesses you and keep you and your family safe and blesses you with everything that you need to recover from these damaging tornadoes. They're just terrible. Anyway, my husband's gone to the doctor. He went to the doctor yesterday and he's going today. So I don't know. I guess it's all his 6-month checkup is all at once. He is with the United Healthcare. His Medicare is through United Healthcare with WellMed. And I don't know if that's offered in other states, but here in Texas, that was offered, and he's gotten that. He used to be on the PPO, and he had to pay so much money for his prescriptions. Like sometimes his Plavix would go up to $80. It was crazy. He went to the HMO part. He switched it the last time you could switch, I guess, a few months back. And it's been fantastic. It's been great. He hasn't paid nothing for his prescriptions. And his doctor told him, this is the Cadillac of healthcare. So that, he's getting the very, very best. And so far, so good. He really likes it. He's actually been on it for a while, more than since January. I think you could switch months ago, and he did it. So anyway, he's gone to the doctor just for a checkup. He's okay. Everything's going good. He does have a lot of arm pain and stuff because of that, shoulder surgery that he had that didn't go well. And so he puts a lot of pressure on the other arm to do everything. And now that his elbow's hurting him, it's like he has tennis elbow all the time. So I was doing some healing for him this morning when I woke up. But what I wanted to talk about is what's going on. And I know y'all have been watching the news and waiting for everybody to start talking about it. I'm sure everybody is, about Trump and what's happening with him. So finally, he's been indicted. And I know that we're not supposed to be gleeful or happy. We've been waiting for this for such a long time. It feels like it was never going to come. And even now, I know there's a lot of you that are saying, well, this is just the very beginning. And he's got a lot of challenges to work through and all. And well, let's see where this is going to go. But I'm telling you, more is coming. More and more is coming. So I feel, the good times I feel are over for Trump. Thank goodness. But I'm pretty sure, just like I have questions, you have questions too. Why are these people like Trump and Marjorie Taylor Greene, why are they allowed to be so public? Why are they allowed to, say all the horrible things and do all these horrible things? Why are they allowed to get by with it? And why are they on such a stage where they can affect so many? But I think that's precisely the point, that they can affect so many. And also, Marjorie Taylor Greene was on 60 Minutes. Did y'all watch her? I didn't watch it. But this morning, when I woke up at like 4 o'clock in the morning, so I watch Morning Joe. As soon as I get up, I turn it on. It comes on at 5, but, I had to wait a little while. But I did a healing session before that. So I saw some clips from them about, her talking and saying things. It's crazy. She actually called President Biden a pedophile. A pedophile. Who does that? I mean, there's no respect. There's just no respect. And it's just terrible that she's allowed to be in power. But this is what I'm getting. This is the message that I'm getting, that I'm this is what I'm supposed to tell you guys today, okay? So Marjorie Taylor Greene and Trump are here to represent polar opposite of what you would want, you know? And most of us anyway. In this time reality, not all of us are awake. Not all of us are, in the same, walking the same path as others, right? We're all on our different paths. So they're really here to guide us on our path. And it would seem that, watching them, that staying on the right path would be easy. And it would be easy to see clearly for us to discern between positive, between good, and something we don't like that we feel is negative. And that's what they're there for. They're just to magnify what you don't want, and I know there are people that support them and want them. I know that is to be true because, he still has a lot of people supporting him. But for the most, it's bringing the light to the things that he's done, his behavior and the behavior of others. It's just bringing a light on him. And you would think that would be simple, right? You'd think so, but there's so many feel that Trump is worthy. Many people do, and they're sending their money to him. And in fact, I believe that I heard today that he's made at least $4 million in donations since he was indicted. And isn't that crazy? But you have to ask yourself, and maybe there's some Republicans listening to me. Maybe you've stumbled upon this channel. You need to ask yourself, when you listen to Trump, does he sound loving? Does he fill you with inspiration? Does he have you and your family's best interest at heart? He has a lot of supporters, and that just means there's still a lot of work to do. That's all that it means. And that's why we're going to be a witness to all his transgressions playing out in the light of day, right before us. And this is to help enlighten others. All his misdeeds are going to, be there for anyone to see, and he'll have to answer for them. Trump and his followers, supporters are normalizing hate and bullying, and we must reject it. So the way we can do that is to pray that only love and Christ consciousness will be allowed to govern. And that doesn't mean it's not a separation of church and state. That has nothing to do with it. Christ consciousness isn't about religion, and it's not about what you believe in. Love will prevail. Good will prevail. Know that this is the truth. It's your truth. It's my truth. Love is God, Christ, Buddha, Muhammad, Jehovah. It doesn't matter what way you worship God. What's important is for all of us to be kind, generous, loving, non-judgmental, and know that there's a purpose at work here to bring us all together. You have within you, I have within me, and all the others. They may not be in touch with their true self, but we all have that love within us. We all have God's love within us, and we need to be awakened to God's loving light. And you can call it Christ consciousness, God's light, whatever you want to call it, okay? But we're here witnessing transformation. That's what is going on here in the United States. It's a transformation, and it's like there's a war going on within people, within themselves. It's not a war between the people. It's a war within, because people can see and feel what's right and what's wrong. And when they're going against their own nature, going against the love of, that they feel inside, and they know that it's wrong, that's a war going on inside of them. And without Trump and people like Marjorie Taylor Greene, this wouldn't be happening on such a large scale. So this just means that it's like a huge transformation taking place at once. And that's why they are out front. That's why we're witnessing this and seeing this, is because it will change things in a better way, and it'll more people will be able to be transformed. Put it that way. It'll touch more people. It's on a large scale, very large scale. So, we could be thankful to Trump and his allies. I know that's going to be a stretch for y'all, but there's a lot of people that have hate in their heart that think being a bully is okay. And this is going to show them that's not true. That's not okay. It's not okay to be a bully. It's not okay to, not protect and love other people's rights, even if you're not related to them, even if they don't mean anything to you. You still should love your neighbor, just like every Christian knows. It says in the Bible to love your neighbor. But are the people being Christians? Are we really behaving that way? So that's what's going on here. We're witnessing this huge transformation. Another thing that I'm going to address here, sorry y'all, I cry a little bit when I'm doing these things. A question that I've heard a lot, and you might be asking yourself this too, is how many children must die before something is done to remove the guns? And my answer is, from Spirit, indeed. Indeed. When loving our children is priority over the right to bear arms, change will happen. Love is the center for change in all things. And it seems so simple to me, and maybe to you. It just feels like we have the answer already. But fear robs people of the ability to love unconditionally. And we should pray that those who oppose all, new gun laws will not act out of fear of losing their rights, but will act out of love and protect the children. You're part of history. I'm part of history. We're all witnessing a transformation. And for some, it might be very, very painful. And God bless all the people that have gone through a tragedy, like losing their child, or others that have lost their loved ones' lives to guns. But to have your child gunned down in school, it's just so painful and so horrific. God bless those people and give them the strength and endurance that they need to get through these horrible times. God bless them. Stay grounded with the white light of God's love and know that love will conquer all. keep your mind, keep your heart pure with the knowledge that all will be well, because it will be. You know, I mentioned that I woke up this morning at 4 o'clock and I just started doing healing for my family, you know. And we can send healing to people that have lost their children, people that are going through a painful situation, people that are depressed, that are sad, that are at their wits' end, or are in any kind of need at all. You can send love and healing to them, and this works because we are all part of God's uh, light, Christ consciousness. We're all a part of that. And believe in that. Be centered in that. And then you can send healing, love, light to anyone with prayer. And the healing that I was doing this morning, it was a little bit different than the one that I've been doing for myself and for others. It's a little bit different. So it's a little bit of an upgrade, I think. My neck and my shoulder was really bothering me this morning when I woke up. And so I did healing for myself, you know, and of course, because of the way that I am, and I know I shouldn't be this way, but first I had to go through and do healings for everybody that I could think of that needed healings. I did all that first. And then, you know, I did the healing for myself because my neck and shoulder were just killing me. I was just laying there in the bed and doing healing. My husband, I know his elbow's hurting, so I had to do a healing for him. And everyone in the family that I knew needed some help, I did healing for them. So I sent healing to them, and then I did it for myself. And about 15 minutes after I did this healing, and like I said, it was a little bit different than the one I've been doing, and it's the same but a little different, a little extra. My muscles, about 15 minutes, I felt like a tingling, you know. It was very strange. It was like a vibration and a contracting, and pain just stopped. But it took about 15 minutes, so it didn't stop just like that. But this vibration and tingling that I felt, a little bit of contracting of my muscles, it lasted about 30 seconds, and then the pain was just all gone. So if anybody would like me to try to help you and send healing to you, if you have anybody in need that in mind or anything, just send me an email. Send me an email and let me know what's going on. I think that makes it easier if you just tell me what's going on. That way I can focus on that area for you. Now, I could go over your body and try to find it and figure it out. It takes lots of time. I can do that. It's easier if you just send me an email and say, hey, I've got this, my shoulder's hurting, or I have this pain, or something's going on here. Let me know, and I can focus on that and really talk to your cells. And that's what I did that was different. Really talking to the cells, okay? And telling the cells that they need to heal and that pain is no longer needed. We don't want that pain. We want it to go away. So a little bit of different thing that I did. So it's interesting, but I feel like it's going to be very, very positive. So, and I feel like one important thing for you is to have belief. When you have a knowing, when you have a belief, when you accept it. So you're accepting this healing, you're expecting this healing, you want this healing, and that will contribute so much to your healing because it's your body that's turning it on. You know what I mean? So that healing's coming to you, that love is coming to you, and you're going to be healed and you're going to feel better. And a lot of people, right at first, they'll have a few days where they're feeling really good, and then they kind of expect the pain to come back, and that expectation brings the pain back, and then pretty soon they're in pain again and they need another healing. So you need to say to yourself when you receive this healing, I'm going to be healed. There's Addie Cat. I don't know if you saw her. I'm going to be healed, and this is going to be a permanent healing. I'm not going to just be in temporary healed. I'm going to take this and run with it, So that really will help you. But sometimes it's hard for people to keep that in their heart, and it's like our expectations override what we want, you know. Even though we want to be healed, our expectations is I'm not going to get healed. So a lot of times it'll override it. So that's what I'm experiencing. Because I'll do healings for my husband all the time, and he'll ask me to do it because he gets relief, he feels better, but then he expects it to come back, and it does. So I've been, you know, I like to use him as my guinea pig. I have my door shut and Addie Cat wants out, so she's going to start knocking stuff off the bureau to make me open the door for her. But I'm almost done, so I'm going to just let her be naughty for a minute or two. So anyway, just email me and let me know if you need some help. If I can help you with anything, I'm happy to do that. If you have a friend or family member that you want me to do a healing session for, I'm happy to do that. I'd love doing that. That's really what I love to focus on is, you know, doing that. But if you need anything else, if you'd like to get a reading, if you need, you know, some grounding, chakra balancing, an energy cleanse for your home, I can do any of those things for you and help you out. Also, I wanted to tell y'all, remember the mat that I got, the grounding mat? I have to say that I do not think that grounding mat can replace going outside in nature. I don't think it, not even close to replaces it. So I'm, you know, I don't know. I felt the first night that I got it, I slept really well, but I don't feel like it's a continual thing. It may have just been that I slept well that night and, you know, I gave it a thumbs up. But now I'm thinking there's nothing that replaces going outside and just being, you know, in nature and grounding yourself that way. I think that's so important that you really need to do that. Get outside as frequently as you can, you know, touch the earth, touch trees, touch some flowers, you know, even sitting on a rock outside, you know, a big boulder or something is very grounding. So if you can get outside and do your meditation out there, that's really going to be healing and good for you to do that. And that's what I would advise. So I'm not so, I'm not so, you know, feeling so great about the mat anymore. Put it that way. I'm not so positive about that because I feel like I really need to go outside and do my grounding. I just feel like it's so much better. Patty Cat, what are you doing? Are you being naughty? There's a picture and she's about to knock it down. Say hello. Say hello. This my baby girl. She's so sweet and naughty. All right. That was Addie Cat. Okay, guys, I'm going to say goodbye for now. I will talk to you again soon. I look forward to hearing from you all and getting an email from you guys. Let me know how things are going with you. And if you'd like a healing session, I look forward to helping you. Okay? All right, now do something kind for somebody. It'll always come back to you. Love you guys. Bye for now.